You know, I've been doing this for 553 years, and Mrs. Claus insists that I have at least another 500 in me before we find someone else to wear this red suit here. Oh.
You know, and I'm just curious, how did you get here today? Did you come by sleigh? I thought I heard some noise on the way.
And this is, Barb, this is a misconception. I only fly the sleigh one time of year with the primary reindeer group, okay? I use ground transportation today, and I take cars or trucks, or I ride in planes or trains or boats. And this is a real secret, but I have safe houses of people that I stay with all over the country and the world. So if I'm visiting a community and I stay for a number of days, I am protected there, and then they're kind enough to let me use their automobile. So you just never know. I might be in traffic and I surprise people and they see me waving and they go, oh my goodness. Wow. But you better be good. That's why you should always be wary that Santa Claus might be coming to town early.
Right. I know my grandchildren think it's pretty special that their bee is very good friends.
Oh, absolutely. They're sweet children.
Yes. And so how are the reindeer doing? Are they ready?
Well, the reindeer are ready. You know, they rest up every year. And we have some fun. See, we have the reindeer games before about the month of December. Yeah. So Vixen was the champion this year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And Cupid was second, and Rudolph came in third. And that's a pretty good showing for Rudolph, because he's not quite as big as the other reindeer. So, no, they're ready. And about 7 days before Christmas, I begin to feed them the mixture of magic oats and corn that allows them to fly. So, you know, they will be ready and ready to go, I am sure.
Yes. How does that chimney thing work?
Oh, you know, a lot of people wonder, how does a big guy like Santa Claus get in those chimneys? I have some engineering elves, okay? Mm-hmm. And they have discovered 386 different types of chimneys in the world.
Oh, wow.
So I have specific drawings in this special book knowing what kind of chimney they have. And I can get through and around those different kind of chimneys. But I do have my magic key, which I brought with me to show everybody today. And for houses who don't have fireplaces, I use the key to get in.
Oh, so
and
you do front doors.
Yes, and this key also silences the dogs. I mean, more and more people, especially in the United States, have 1 or 2 or 3 dogs. So they would make so much racket that children would wake up and come down, and I'd have to leave before I got all the presents. So I use my magic key to go ahead and get in places. But no, my engineering elves have spent a lot of time finding out what kind of design the chimneys have.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, we know that Christmas is definitely your favorite time of year, and you enjoy being with the reindeer and, of course, with Mrs. Claus. But what are some other things you like to do?
Well, you know, I go all over the world and the country. In Belmont County, I like the 3rd week of July. The Blame My Roots Festival is coming, and yes. Miss Lambert is coming to town this year. I'm not coming to town. But I don't go dressed like this because I would disrupt the festival. So you may see me in white shorts or, denim shorts with red Crocs, and I might have my striped socks on, but I'll wear a Hawaiian shirt. Oh, and of course I'll have my country and western hat, straw hat with a red band around it. But we enjoy our music from all over the place. So that's why Belmont County is so special.
So we'll be there. Belmont County Tourism Office will have a stand set up there, like a hospitality area. So you'll have to stop by and see us.
I guess I will.
Yeah, you'll have to stop over and see us. And are there other favorite places of yours, especially here in Belmont County?
Oh, I love the covered bridge because it's so scenic, and the museum in Barnesville, one of my favorites, and I didn't realize there was a train station there until a couple of years ago, so I'm excited about that. Oh, and the viaduct in Bel Air. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I visited Belmont County a couple of years ago in the snow, and I wanted to see, I got one of your brochures, and I wanted to see all the different places in Belmont County. I especially like the the old S Bridge there in,
Yes.
in Lansing, or Blaine,
Yes.
where, that historic stuff appeals to me. So Belmont County has a lot of that. But I do like Bar Camp, it's very nice. They have a nice beach and a lot of fun things. So Belmont County is a special place in my heart.
Yes, yes. And so we all love to leave you cookies.
Yes.
We love to leave you your sweets because we understand that you have a sweet tooth.
I-
Mrs. Claus, I wonder how she feels
Well, so
about
much
that.
so that a couple of weeks ago I had to have one of those sweet teeth pulled.
Oh my.
And it didn't went very well. Not like the old days when they just put those pliers in there and you had them out.
Right.
But I like all kinds of cookies. If you were really pressing me on a favorite, oatmeal raisin might be my favorite cookie. And I find as I visit homes and people, the older people seem to like oatmeal raisin a lot. And boys and girls ask me about the drinks to leave behind. And this year I've talked to them a lot about, or asked them, do you like chocolate milk? And I get a lot of answers. Yes, I do. Well, I like chocolate milk as well. So I believe this year in Belmont County in the Ohio Valley, there'll be a lot of chocolate milk with my cookies. So I'm excited. And of course the reindeer like their carrots, but they like lettuce as well. Can you believe this though? Mrs. Claus is always saying to me, Santa, you ought to eat the carrots. And I go, Mrs. Claus, I like my cookies. But I had a mother just this week say to me, Santa, I have the best solution for you. We'll make you carrot cake. And Mrs. Claus will be happy because I'm eating carrots. And then I'll be happy because I'm eating cake. So I thought that was a wonderful solution.
It'll
And
keep both of you happy.
that's right. And the parents, they really come up with some really good ideas.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, we were talking about those sweet treats that you might find once you get through that chimney or through those front doors. We have some really good places here in Belmont County.
Well, I know there's Kirk's ice cream. I really
Yes.
like that. And creations like Jackie makes some wonderful things.
Oh,
In the Yorkville Bakery.
Delicious.
Now, I do like good bread too. So they make wonderful bread and cookies. And let's see, Tina in Martins Ferry, she has some great things. And she might even make some of those carrot cake cookies for me this year, hopefully. I may have to send her a note just to let her know that.
Well, we're going to let everyone know that you've stopped by to visit us. So we'll make
Absolutely.
sure that they're all aware what you're looking for and looking forward to finding.
We have so many great bakers and so many different ethnic groups in the valley.
So, what's one of your favorite meals to eat? Is there places that you like to visit, Santa? When you're not as busy, of course.
I like all kinds of treats. I like pizza. Beef Elise's Pizza is here.
Yes.
And I miss that home pizza in St. Clairsville, but Zontini's, I think,
Yes.
is in different places. And I just, great steaks are here in town. And
Yeah.
I just enjoy all kinds of food. But I do like pasta. I have to admit that I enjoy pasta. And Belmont County's got some great places for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I really, again, appreciate your spending time with us here at Belmont County Tourism. And I want to give you a chance to maybe shoot a message to all the ones that are watching. Maybe you have something important to say before your visit to their homes.
I will tell you that we have a lot of people who make toys, or sometimes people are generous to us with money, and then we go buy toys from stores.
Sure.
The Deluxe Toy Store in Martins Ferry, comes to mind, and we've got great woodworking shops. I was trying to think here some of the other places that make toys. I have lists. Well, I think you could find things at the Barnesville Antique Mall.
Oh,
They have great
absolutely.
things, and some people make things like pottery, like Johnson Family Pottery is a good place.
Yes.
And then woodworkers, I guess it's Catron, custom woodworking.
Yes.
They make wonderful gifts, and just a lot of people make things, just from their heart.
Right.
So there's all these events where you can make craft things, and I see all these homemade Christmas decorations and stuff. So we can't make them all. So we depend on the fine merchants from Belmont County to help us to provide things for boys and girls.
Well, again, we thank you so much for coming and visiting us and spending time with Belmont County Tourism staff today. We are so looking forward. It's been such a trying year, and we needed something good to look forward to, and you're definitely that thing that everyone's looking for.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I have to go around and reassure people that Santa is indeed coming
Yes.
this Christmas, because earlier in the year, I got so many letters from people, "Are you coming this year, Santa?" And I said, "Of course I'm coming this year. Why wouldn't I come?" And as we pointed out, we still handed out gifts in those pestilences of days gone by, you know, like the plague and all. So Christmas is always there. You know, I love young children, and I really miss the smiles, and I miss the hugs and holding them in my lap this year. I think that's something that's been heartbreaking for me, and for them too. It's been sad for me to tell them, you can't come and sit on Santa's lap this year. I think that's difficult. And I've also been asked, is there ever going to be a time, Santa, that you may not come? And I tell them, if people stop believing in Santa Claus and Christmas, then there will be no need for Santa Claus to come and visit. But I said you can create that spirit again just by repeating 5 times, "I believe in Santa Claus. I 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 believe." That many times, and then that spirit of Christmas comes flowing back. But, you know, Santa and the elves and Mrs. Claus, we do celebrate the birth of Jesus. We're just extra. We're just the spirit of giving, because Jesus gave, and we were fortunate enough to have his birth to be the greatest gift for all of us. So those are my thoughts, but this is exciting. We have, we said, just 11 days to go before Christmas. And I know the boys and girls are getting excited, as am I.
That's wonderful. Again, thank you, and I will tell you and end with this, I believe.
Oh, wonderful. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas
Merry
to you,
Christmas,
Barbara.
Santa. Thank you again.
Hey. Well, boys and girls, this is one of my favorite books. It's The Night Before Christmas by Clement Moore. And I always enjoy reading this to boys and girls, and I thought I would take the opportunity to read it to you today. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were all nestled, all snug in their beds, with visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads. And Mama and her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and he shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all. These are lovely reindeer, excellent. I always enjoy looking at this book. As dry leaves that would before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, they mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof
the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from head to his foot, and his clothes, they were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin, well, it was white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. And he had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, ho, 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 like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head, soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but he went straight to work, and he filled all the stockings, and then he turned with a jerk, and laying his finger to the side of his nose, he gave a nod, and up that chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, he gave his team a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of the thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."